is out of control!
Sora 2 is here, and it's absolutely insane. In this video, I'm going to show you all the crazy things it can do, plus a few of its limitations. I'll be testing 30 different prompts so you can see the interface, how to use it, and how it stacks up side by side with other leading AI video generators. And of course, I'll go over how to actually get access to it. All right, let's jump right in.
You're watching What's Next, AI?
So here's what the interface looks like. Don't worry, I'll go over how to get access at the end of the video. Right here's where you type your prompt. Just describe whatever you want to generate. For settings, you can currently choose between portrait or landscape format, and the default duration for each video is 10 seconds. You can also upload reference images right here to guide your generation. I'll show you that in a later test. So, let's start testing this out right now. For the first test, I tried to create a viral short of 3 Japanese female cosplayers as zombie nurses dancing in Shibuya. Wow, this looks straight out of a street dance. Even the crowd reflections are spot on. It nailed the rhythm and atmosphere here. Next, let's see if it can handle different expressions from fear to anger, then laugh in one clip. And here's what we get.
Oh my God. I can't. Damn it, this isn't fair. Wait, are you serious? Oh my God.
Oh, it's able to handle this pretty well. You can feel the transitions all in the eyes. The emotional realism here is crazy, and the audio is nearly perfect. Now, let's try something fun with a simple prompt. A young woman eating a melting lava cake.
Oh, that's wild. It's like caramel and campfire at the same time. It's so good.
This one's pure chaos. The texture of the lava looks amazing. Combined with the girl's facial expression and the audio, it actually makes the cake look delicious. Next, I tried another popular viral short of a young man doing ASMR.
Hey there, just relax. I'm gonna make some soft sounds for you. Close your eyes if you want. Focus on the tapping, the little scratches, and my voice.
Oh wow! The ASMR sound effects combined with his soft whispering voice are so well done. It feels really comforting. Now, this one's pure fun. I asked Sora to generate a hand opening a fridge, and inside, a sleeping polar bear. That is hilarious. And it actually delivers the surprise perfectly. The bear looks incredibly real, from its breathing, to the head tilt, to the subtle eye movement. Let's move to anime creation. I tried to make a short of a boy and girl standing in a glowing aquarium in anime style. Oh yeah, the lighting and reflections here are gorgeous. It feels like a mix of Makoto Shinkai's cinematic anime style with a touch of painterly realism. I'm thinking of posting all these viral shorts on Sora's new platform, where you can create your own profile, share your videos, and even like or comment on other people's creations. It honestly has the potential to compete with, or even replace, TikTok or Snapchat. It feels like Sora is way more than just a video generator now, but for today's video, I'll focus on its video generation capabilities. So, let's continue to the other tests. Here's a funny one. I tried to make a Japanese commercial for a face wash product, where her reflection turns into an anime version of herself. Oh my God, this could literally be a TV ad tomorrow. The product concept is delivered really well through that smooth transition. Now let's go dark. I tried recreating a classic horror scene where a girl crawls out of a TV. Oh no, absolute nightmare fuel. The lighting and music are cinematic horror level good. I actually feel like I'm watching the famous Japanese horror film Ringu. Next, I wanted to see if it can mix 2D and 3D together. So, a storybook that opens up and a fairy warrior jumps out of the page.
Hello world! Now, who's ready for a little magic?
The transition from 2D ink to full 3D motion is insane. You can really see how well Sora handles compositing in this one. Now for something totally ridiculous. 4 tiny chefs cooking a giant steak.
Been holding steady on the fat cat. There you go. Give it another pass.
Copy that. Bring in the heat. Look at that crust. Rosemary coming in from center.
It's one of the funniest ones by far. The sizzling meat, the blowtorches, and those little chefs moving around. It's so cute. Next, let's see if it can handle a full music video of a K-pop girl group performing on stage. That looks surprisingly real. The stage lighting and music feel perfectly synced, and the choreography and camera angles really look like a genuine K-pop production. To wrap up this viral batch, I tested an underwater scene of a scuba diver swimming with a dolphin. The result is absolutely beautiful. Everything looks so realistic and captures the harmony between the diver and the dolphin. Now let's push it further and see how Sora holds up against Veo 3 and Hailuo 2 when it comes to motion physics and realism. Let's start with motion physics. I tested a FPV chase of a snowrider blasting off a cliff, spinning mid-air, and landing in powder. Sora 2 delivers all the moment from blasts off to landing, and the chase view is perfect. The camera movement feels fast and immersive. Veo 3, on the other hand, gets stuck right at the beginning and never captures the chase motion at all. Hailuo 2 spins before the rider even jumps off the cliff, which doesn't make much sense. Next, I wanted to see if Sora can handle fast camera movement in tight spaces. This one's a drone-style FPV chase of a ninja vaulting through alleyways.
Oh my god!
These results are a total mess. Sora 2 delivers the chase view, but the parkour action itself is a disaster. He keeps falling over and getting stuck at the gate like he forgot how to climb. Veo 3 looks more like Spider-Man doing acrobatics than an actual parkour run. And Hailuo 2 just keeps vaulting the same wall over and over again. So, this test turned into a comedy rather than an action scene. Now to test fluid simulation, a surfer carving across a breaking wave and performing a cutback turn. Both Sora 2 and Hailuo 2 deliver the cutback turn nicely, while Veo 3 completely misses it. Personally, I think Hailuo 2 performs the best here for the overall delivery. The surfing motion and scene setup feel the most natural. Next, let's try their understanding of ridiculous prompts. A group of kids celebrating a birthday when a UFO suddenly crashes and 2 aliens show up with a cake. Sora 2 looks a bit odd when the alien presents the cake. The movement doesn't quite fit naturally into the scene. Both Veo 3 and Hailuo 2 deliver the same moment much smoother and more believable, with the aliens better integrated into the environment. Next, let's test large-scale object physics. A giant rubber duck floating down a flooded city street. Sora 2 adds a funny twist. The duck actually rotates a bit, and even bounces back when it hits the wall, which is kind of hilarious. Veo 3 shows no rotation at all. It just drifts straight through like a static prop. Hailuo 2 delivers it perfectly, from the hovering helicopters above to the smooth rotation and realistic water interaction. Now let's see how each model handles mirror reflections. A ballerina practicing in a sunlit studio with a mirrored wall and a cat watching from a piano, while an elephant walks past the window outside. In Sora 2's version, the reflection of the girl in the mirror doesn't match her real movement, and the cat isn't clear. It's hard to tell if it's even a cat or not. Veo 3 performs the best here. Look at that. The reflections are handled perfectly. The girl, the elephant, and even the subtle reflection of the girl on the window are all beautifully done. Hailuo 2 shows the elephant's reflection accurately across both windows, which is great, but the girl's reflection is missing, probably because she's just outside the mirror zone in its setup. Now let's talk about something new in Sora 2, the Cameo feature. You can actually create your own cameos here, or use the pre-existing ones to drop characters directly into your videos. Let's watch some of the funniest Cameo shorts that people have posted on X.
Sora 2 generates what they call your Cameo.
Not only does it look like you, but also sounds pretty similar too. So crazy it can do that only having read a few numbers.
Here's where it gets wild. Once your avatar is set up, you can choose whether others are allowed to create videos with you. I'm trusting y'all, so be nice.
And by the way, the Sam Altman you saw at the beginning of this video was actually made using his Cameo too. Now, let's continue to see how creative Sora 2 can get with different styles and artistic directions. Here, I tried to make a black and white Charles Chaplin-style comedy, and I just gave it a super simple prompt with a title: The Chaplin Chaos Live-Action Black and White Silent Era Comedy. That's it. And here's what we get. Wow. Sora 2 absolutely nails the vintage film aesthetic and even builds a complete story from just the title. Then let's try a modern, artistic black and white scene with the short title, Rain Falls, Love Remain, Live Action Black and White, Stormy Night. Oh, it's amazing to see such a romantic love story created entirely from a title. The cinematic rain, reflections, and emotion make it feel like a short film teaser. Really elegant. Now it's time to test image reference and see if it can transform this manga page into an anime scene.
You look gloomy today.
I always look like this.
Are you hungry? Want to go to a Chinese restaurant? Dim sum for lunch.
Yeah! Sounds perfect!
That's impressive. The manga truly comes alive. The pacing follows the original panel flow, and even the voiceover matches the story's script in the manga. There's a tiny glitch at the very beginning, but overall, it's a solid transformation. Then let's generate a cinematic ancient scene of two kung fu masters fighting atop a misty temple. This looks straight out of an ancient martial arts game. The flowing robes, camera arcs, and atmosphere are beautifully choreographed, even if the timing of the hits is slightly off. Next, I wanted to test 3D animation with a playful setup. A baby racing through a jungle with a friendly dinosaur chasing behind. This one's pure fun, smooth camera movement, bright colors, and expressive animation. It really shows Sora's potential for family-friendly content. Next up, let's move into something more advanced with epic and sophisticated prompts. Take a look at this prompt. It describes a cockpit view starfighter flying at hyperspeed through asteroids and debris, with detailed notes on the scene setting, background, location, camera movement, SFX, audio, and timing structure. Now check out what we get. This looks incredible. The sense of speed and lighting effects are top tier. You can see the plasma streaks, motion blur, and cockpit reflections adapting dynamically as the ship banks and rolls. The energy here feels like a game trailer intro, truly cinematic. Now let's try another advanced cinematic prompt. This one's pure fantasy. It describes a princess riding a colossal dragon through moonlit clouds, heading toward a distant castle glowing through the mist. The prompt includes detailed settings for lighting, atmosphere, camera movement, wardrobe, and lens effects, all written like a real film production note. Wow, this is stunning. The lighting, the wind effects, the dragon's breath, everything feels alive. The camera glides alongside them beautifully, and the moonlight reflections on the wings look straight out of a fantasy movie trailer. Next, I tested something highly stylized, a Sumi-E-inspired ninja scene called Ink of the Shinobi. The prompt describes a silhouette ninja moving through an ink mist corridor with detailed notes on lighting, camera angles, motion transitions, and sound cues, just like a short film storyboard. This one looks absolutely beautiful. The ink drips, the mist effects, and that red stamp seal at the end. It's all there. The fluid motion between strokes and the vanish transition are just perfect. It really feels like a living Japanese ink painting. In the last 3 tests, I switched to something more practical, a motion infographic of a scientific scene showing how electrical signals flow through the human brain. This one looks sleek and high-tech. The glowing neural pathways and pulse effects are clean. It feels like something straight out of a medical explainer. Now try another motion graphic. This one introducing the lesser-known country of Comoros on a world map, narrated by a French accented voice sharing its little-known history.
Off the coast of East Africa, between Mozambique and Madagascar, lies a constellation of emerald islands, the Comoros. Ancient sailors from Persia and Arabia knew them as the Isles of the Moon.
The result is simple but elegant. The transitions and geographic accuracy are spot on. Sora even adds the historical narration correctly, complete with that authentic French accent. And finally, one last practical test. A tutorial on how to play triads on a piano with an overhead view of the keyboard.
To build a basic triad, stack 2 notes in thirds. Here's C major, C, E, and G. Play all 3 together. Lower the middle note a half step for a minor triad.
This is surprisingly solid. It actually plays the triads correctly. The camera angle is accurate, and the hand movement matches the chord positions exactly. Before we wrap up, there's one thing worth noting. Some prompts just won't generate. For example, when I tried these 5 prompts, which included Disney Pixar, Elon Musk, Gojo, Sailor Moon, and Pikachu, etc., Sora flagged them with a message saying they might violate guardrails concerning third-party likeness or content. But interestingly, I've seen many Sora 2 generated shorts that feature celebrities, brands, and existing franchises. I'm just not sure how those were made. Well, I've got to say, overall, Sora 2 is hands down the most impressive video generator right now, though it's not perfect. Now, I'm sure most of you are wondering, how can you actually access Sora 2? First thing first, you'll need to download the Sora app on iOS. It's not available on Android yet. Right now, it's only rolling out in the US and Canada, with plans to expand to more countries soon. Then you can now go to Sora.com, where you can sign up for free, and afterwards, you'll see a pop-up that says, Enter Invite Code. Click that, and that's where you'll enter your access code. If you don't have an iPhone or an invite code, your best bet is to find one online or wait for the wider rollout. And at the time of this recording, Sora 2 is completely free to use. I've generated all these clips for free. The daily limit seems to be around 30 videos per day, but that number keeps changing, so just keep that in mind. Anyway, that wraps up my full review of Sora 2. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. This is What's Next AI. See you in the next one.